Okay, seeing 3 tonight.
Yes, we're doing it.
Yeah, it's like a marathon. First one we saw was Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
Yes.
If you saw the first Godzilla, you'd probably like this one because I think it's probably better than that one.
Yeah, I liked this one better than that one.
Right.
I mean, I liked that one too, but
Although I'd probably have to say that King Kong.
Skull Island.
Skull Island, yeah, was with one with King Kong was better.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just, I guess it's almost kind of like true to the original Godzilla movies. I think, the main attraction are these monsters. It's really,
definitely.
It's really hard to compete with these monsters. And the rest of the characters in the story, to me, were just kind of like something in the way of seeing the monsters.
Yeah.
There wasn't much to these, And then every time they show the monsters, some bad shit be going on, and then they go back to the characters like, I don't really give a shit what they're doing. I want to go back and see what the monsters. Just monsters, yeah. And then the monsters were pretty impressive. I was really into the Monster Zero, King Ghidorah, or Ghidra, however you want to pronounce it.
It looked badass.
It looked badass,
Mothra was pretty cool too. They did more of Mothra though.
Mothra and Rodan, and but it kind of gets to the point to where they start doing the same kind of jump scares with the monsters. As soon as it gets quiet, all of a sudden it's going, bah! Big monster gonna come. I almost fell asleep in it at one time. I was going.
It's like here's the thing. It's like I've never been. I like some of the cheesy Godzilla movies, like from back in the day. I didn't like the ones that came out in the 90s. I liked the one from 2014.
Yeah, the first part of this one.
That
was
one
okay.
was like alright.
Yeah.
I like this one better, but I would say that visually it was good, but the story was not super compelling.
It's just blah, yeah.
Yeah, I felt like the characters were not, I love the girl that's in it, the little girl that's in she's
Ken Watanabe was doing good.
Stranger Things. Yeah. Him and the girl that was from Stranger Things that was 11.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of the main characters that I liked, and the rest of the characters I didn't really care that much about.
The way they showed the U.S. Army was all fucked up. Their uniform.
And the way they cut back and forth, you said, they kind of they do this really epic monster action. It looked amazing.
Yeah.
And then
they cut away.
And then I feel like the edit was really quick too. A lot of times I felt the look of it was kind of cool because it was dark and but a lot of times I couldn't tell what was going on.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of dark and they edited it so quickly that I couldn't tell what was happening exactly.
Yeah.
So it's to me, it was fine. It was just kind of meh.
The way the U.S. Army was portrayed was just totally fucked up. Every time they show them, they're in slightly different uniforms and they're wearing more than one uniform at the same time. I saw one guy with a damn patch on upside down, and they had a general. The flags were on backwards on his uniform. It was just fucked up. You know what I mean?
Maybe they flopped the film.
No, it's just that they just had them stuck on the wrong. Because they're Velcro. They just put them on the wrong sides. And then you look at the personnel and they get a little bit too fucking woke-ish, you know what I mean? Where everybody in the army is female and everyone is non-white and stuff, But the terrorists, they're all white. It's just knock it off. They just try to play too many games, And it didn't look like the army to me. I'm still in contact with guys that are in the army. I know how the army looks. After serving in it and everything, and it just irks me when the uniforms are wrong and just the way things work. I know there's no monsters, but still, there is an army. Make it look like the army.
Yeah, but like I said, it's
it kind of takes me out of it.
It's a fine movie. I'm sure people will like it if you like the other ones. But I like Skull Island a lot better, just because the characters were a lot more compelling and fun. Skull Island was more fun. This one is not really so fun. The monster fights are cool, and it's cool looking. The monsters all look really cool, but it's the rest of it is just not fun.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really I had a hard time, like I said, following it. The edit was really quick. I couldn't tell what was going on most of the time.
It was just a decent watch, but I'll tell you what, it's forgettable.
Yeah.
Skull Island was a lot better because you had Samuel L. Jackson, you know what I mean? And he's kind of like a driving force behind that movie, and he made it so the human characters were interesting in Skull Island, you know what I mean? This one, they're just kind of forgettable, and I think that's probably the problem with this Godzilla movie is that
I think
ultimately it's just going to be forgettable.
That's kind of a problem with like a lot of big monster movies because like big monsters are so awesome that it's like, well, who cares about the people? I just want to see monsters fighting.
Yeah. But it's going to be forgettable.
Yeah.
We saw the first new Godzilla and forgot that we saw it. Saw it again. We rented it twice. That's how forgettable the first one was.
A long time ago. And then we were like, oh, well, I guess we should see the first Godzilla, like, since we're going to see Godzilla King of the Monsters. And we rented it. I read it again. We saw this.
Yeah, we're getting like, this is all familiar.
We're like, this seems kind of familiar. Like, did we see this? It just
so forgot that we saw it.
Forgot that we saw it.
Yeah. So that's not saying a whole lot.
Yeah, that's not good.
Okay, second one we saw was a horror movie called Ma. Would you call it a horror movie? More like a psychodrama.
It's definitely a horror movie.
Yeah. About this crazy ass black chick starts hanging out with these high school students and giving them a place to party in their house, and then I can't spoil it. I just can't spoil it. One thing leads to another, and it just gets weirder and fucking weirder as it goes. And it's what's cool is it's a bunch of high school kids and it's a bunch of adults. And when we went to see the movie, in the theater was a bunch of high school kids, and they were in there fucking clapping and screaming and going, whoa, you know, and just all laughing. It was, in my opinion, it was an excellent fucking summer horror movie.
I love this movie.
Yeah, it's real good because I think they're on spring, or they're on summer break right now, right?
Yeah.
And this is like a summer break movie for high schoolers, but adults too. It's fucking weird, man.
Super fun.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of it coming. The stuff that came, it was an original, very original script. I liked it.
I liked it a lot. And the woman that plays Ma, her real name is Sue Ellen. Sue-Ann, rather.
Yeah, knocked it out of the park.
She was so good. She was she was almost like sympathetic, but then like
then
crazy
you know,
too.
Then you find out not really though.
And then
not really.
It's just like this great. They kind of hint around at it like in the trailer, and you know she kind of has flashbacks, so you kind of like know what's going on. Like there's little pieces of it as it goes along.
It's vengeance.
It's basically it's like a vengeance story. But I really liked. It just got like weirder and weirder.
But she's not normal though.
There was some scenes in this that like this is why it was so good. You should probably go see this in the theater, like especially with a bunch of high school kids like we did. Because there was one particular scene that I'm thinking of and everybody was just freaking out. Oh, it was so funny.
And it's pretty accurate high school suburban country type shit. You know, they're going to rock piles and making bonfires and
because there's
drinking
nothing to do and it's some dinky ass little town.
They're
not. It was supposed to be in California because she said the one girl said they moved from San Diego, but they didn't say. Like,
I don't know. I think it was just some generic place. It didn't look like California license plates.
That's what I was saying. I thought it looked like South, like Southern.
Yeah, or something. It doesn't really matter. Generic, like Colorado.
Yeah,
it looked like Colorado.
It looked like just some backwater kind of town where there was nothing to do, and like all the high school kids were like getting the grown-ups to buy them booze. And
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Out in the bay.
I liked it better than Godzilla.
I liked it a lot.
I liked it better than Godzilla.
Well, like I said, Godzilla was not other than the monster fights wasn't really fun. This was actually really fun.
Likeable
This was like
characters.
an old school fun horror movie that's like horrific shit happens and like weird creepy shit happens.
Kind of imagine if Fright Night was more realistic and it was scary.
Yeah.
You know, remember how that kind of Fright Night and Lost Boys, you know, but it's more modern.
Yeah, this had like a comedic, I wouldn't call it a horror comedy exactly, but it did have like a comedic edge to it.
Yeah, well,
Is that fair to say?
Teenagers do some dumb shit. And they're doing dumb shit in the movie.
And like they say some of the lines are funny.
Yeah.
So like I said, I wouldn't call it a straight horror comedy, but it's definitely
horror, psychodrama, kind of. It's along the lines of Psycho.
Yeah.
Along, you know, in that same it's in that same genre as like Psycho, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
But yeah,
I definitely recommend it.
I mean, I really like, and this movie, it's really short. It's only like an hour and 34 minutes long.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I had a great fucking time the whole
good movie.
I was just like sitting there going, oh man, this movie's so fun. I fucking love it. I love seeing it. I love
and they're playing mind games with you through the movie, you know, just trying to make your skin crawl.
Well, that was
Certain
what I
things
was
that they
thinking
did.
of. That one scene I was thinking of for a movie. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it though. I recommend it. It's a good movie.
I definitely did. And like I said, go see it in the theater, especially with like a big crowd.
Yeah, see with a bunch of kids.
Because they'll be flipping out and like laughing and shit and yelling at it.
Okay, boy, it's been a long night today. We saw 3 of them in a row. Just got done seeing Rocketman. If you're expecting something like Bohemian Rhapsody, it's not a movie like that. It's a good movie. It's a musical along the lines, I'd say, almost kind of like a modern version of maybe almost like Tommy.
It did kind of remind me of that.
Yeah.
The more recent one probably would be, if you've seen Across the Universe, it's a little bit, it reminded me a little bit of that too, where there was like a lot of like magical realism and, you know, there was a lot of like, kind of, you know, just people busting out of the song and stuff. You see, you know, it was a musical, numbers and stuff like that.
That first couple, like maybe 10, 15 minutes of the movie, I was having a hard time getting my bearings about what kind of movie it was. I wasn't really sure if I liked it, but then probably about 15 minutes into it, I was going, okay, I see where they're going with it. It got better, I think, as he got into his adult years. It starts off as him as a kid.
Yeah.
Although it is important to the story as the story unfolds, really. But yeah, I liked it.
I did too.
Yeah, pretty good. Performances were all solid.
Yeah, Taron Egerton was in this playing Elton John, and he was amazing.
Yeah, and the story's good. Compelling story.
They kind of like, I mean, a lot is compressed into like a short time. So it's a 2-hour movie, but you know, they pretty much just hit kind of the highlights. Kind of focuses a little bit on his, you know, downward spiral, I guess, like drugs and everything.
Yeah, it starts off with him going into rehab.
But and he's kind of like telling his story from the past. But even with that focus, it's like it's still like a really fun movie. It's like a visually really cool movie. Like a lot of the set pieces, like a lot of the dance numbers and stuff like that are really, really cool. Obviously, like all of his costume designs and like just all of the visual design of the movie is like really, really amazing. Yeah. And I really liked all the. I don't know if he sang his own songs in this. It seemed like he
sounded like he did.
It kind of sounded like his speaking voice.
The music was good.
But yeah, they did really good mixes of the music, and you know, it was kind of cool the way they, you know, just kind of fitted into the story. And
each song fit into something that is, you know, in a situation.
Like I said, so that's why they kind of like hit the highlights of like the life and what, you know, what that song might have been talking about.
I think this movie will be successful. I don't think it'll be as successful as Bohemian Rhapsody, but maybe.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I mean,
it's a different kind of movie.
It's still a music biopic sort of, but it's not really the same kind of thing. Even though it does kind of like, it goes a little bit into, you know, how he got successful and, you know, the big thing. But it's
a musical.
It's definitely more of a straight up musical than Bohemian Rhapsody was, which was just like a rock biopic with music in it. But this is more like a traditional musical. Yeah, I would say.
I would recommend the movie though.
I would too. I really, really liked it.
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.